In all of us, there exists a strong desire for stability, structure, and a sense of control over our lives. We naturally crave order and simplicity, where everything feels aligned, and we can confidently say we're managing life the right way. This desire stems from the need to feel secure in our choices and actions. When everything is going smoothly, it gives us a sense of accomplishment and calm, making us feel that we're on top of things and heading in the right direction. But when the opposite happens, when life feels chaotic or unstructured, that calm is shattered and we're often left scrambling for some semblance of stability. Chaos is unsettling. It makes us feel ungrounded, uncertain, and sometimes completely overwhelmed. When we're in the middle of it, we tend to respond in a few common ways, attempting to regain control over the situation. We might get upset with ourselves for not being able to handle everything or for falling behind. We try to find a system, a method, or a strategy that can help us feel in charge again, to ease the chaos and restore our sense of order. It's a natural reaction, one rooted in our need to feel secure. When a person is angry or upset with us, for instance, we often don't like the feeling of being judged. It triggers a sense of discomfort and uncertainty about how we're perceived by others. In those moments, instead of addressing the situation with openness or humility, we might react defensively. We might lash out, defending ourselves or blaming the other person, or we might obsess over their words and actions for days, mentally replaying the conversation, trying to make sense of it. The fear of being judged or misunderstood can make us spiral into negative thoughts, adding to the overall feeling of chaos. Similarly, when our plans don't unfold as we envisioned, we experience a kind of groundlessness, as if we're standing on unstable footing. It can feel as though everything is slipping through our fingers, and we might start doubting ourselves. We wonder whether we've done something wrong or if we're on the wrong path. This kind of self-criticism often leads to stress, frustration, and a sense of helplessness. We feel as though we're losing control, and the more we try to grasp at stability, the more elusive it becomes. Now, think about the times when you're considering putting your work out into the world, whether it's writing a book, releasing an album, or sharing a creative project. The idea of exposing yourself to criticism and judgment can feel terrifying. The uncertainty of how people will react can paralyze you. It's as if putting your work out there will expose your vulnerabilities, making you feel exposed and unsafe. In these moments, it's tempting to procrastinate, to put off the launch or sharing of your work, because it feels too risky, too overwhelming. It's easier to keep it to yourself, to shield yourself from the chaos of judgment and rejection. So the work stays hidden, the ideas remain dormant, and your true potential gets buried under the weight of fear and self-doubt. Does any of this sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. In fact, the root of much of our anxiety, stress, frustration, procrastination, and self-doubt comes from this very sense of chaos. We want to feel in control, and when things don't go according to plan, we feel lost. The unknowns, the uncertainties, the messiness of life, all of it contributes to a sense of anxiety that can be hard to shake off. In moments like these, we often reach for something external to help us regain control. Maybe it's a new tool, a system, a method, or a piece of advice from an expert. Or maybe we turn to something more immediate, like our phones, to distract ourselves from the overwhelming feeling of chaos. These are all natural responses, ways we try to cope, but none of them truly address the root of the issue. There is nothing wrong with seeking help or using systems and tools to bring order into our lives. In fact, they can be incredibly useful, but they often become a distraction, a way to avoid the deeper issue, the fear of chaos itself. What if, instead of running away from chaos, we learn to sit with it, to embrace it, and to find peace within it? What if, rather than letting chaos control us, we trained ourselves to relax in its presence. This is where true growth begins. Learning to remain calm and centered, even when things feel uncertain, unsteady, or chaotic. When we practice this, we can transform how we experience chaos. Instead of panicking, we could become comfortable with the feeling of overwhelm. Rather than reacting with frustration or self-criticism, we could pause and take the next step, no matter how small it may be. When chaos arises, we could focus on one thing at a time, instead of letting ourselves be consumed by the noise. We could learn to be okay with the shakiness of putting our work into the world, accepting the risk of judgment, and pushing through it. We could offer compassion to others when they're upset, rather than getting caught up in self-doubt or worry about how we're being perceived. When chaos enters our lives, we could take it as an invitation to do the things that help us regain balance. We could meditate, go for a walk, exercise, eat nourishing food, or tackle tasks we've been avoiding. These actions can help us center ourselves and bring a sense of peace, even in the midst of chaos. The key is not to resist the chaos, but to relax with it, to accept it as a part of life rather than something that needs to be fixed. This shift in perspective allows us to take action from a place of calm and clarity rather than from fear or desperation. The practice then is to notice when chaos is present and to use that moment as an opportunity to center ourselves. Instead of letting chaos spiral us into anxiety, we can make it a point to breathe deeply, to pause, and to relax. Start by simply noticing the sensation of chaos. It's not something you need to seek out. It's likely already present in your life right now. Whether it's the noise of a busy day, the uncertainty of a situation, or the feeling of being overwhelmed by responsibilities, chaos is always there, ready to be noticed. The world provides plenty of opportunities for us to practice with it. This chaos, in fact, is a gift, offering us a chance to build resilience and inner peace. When you notice the chaos, take a moment to pause. Don't try to fix anything or get rid of it. Just stop. Take a deep breath, inhaling slowly into your belly. Let the air fill you up, and as you exhale, feel the tension in your body start to release. With each breath, remind yourself that you're safe. The chaos is not a threat, it's just a part of the human experience. As you breathe, allow yourself to relax into the feeling of uncertainty, fear, or anxiety. These emotions, though uncomfortable, are not permanent. With time and with practice, you'll learn to remain steady even as the chaos swirls around you. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to stay grounded, even in the most turbulent moments. So, take a deep breath and breathe again. Let the chaos be, and let yourself relax with it. You'll find that over time, the fear of chaos starts to lose its grip, and in its place, you'll discover a calm strength, a sense of resilience, and the ability to move forward with confidence no matter what life throws at you.